So we made our way from Sapporo to Otaru by train. On the way there, the views are pretty scenic. We arrived at the station, and when we walked out of the doors, we were looking for our accommodation. Luckily, it was just across the road, which is nice because so far on the trip, there are times when we had to drag our bags through ice to get to our hotel. We arrived early in the morning, so we left our bags at reception and went to check out the town. We actually didn't come back to collect our bags and check in until much later at night. One of the hotel staff spoke English and Mandarin, so she explained everything really well to us. You need to pay 600 yen for using the hot spring, and they also take a 600 yen deposit when you check in. We went to this restaurant for the Wagyu beef. This time it's particularly special because last time we came to Japan we avoided ordering the beef because it was just so expensive. But this time we made a conscious effort to find a good restaurant and put some money aside for it. When we go to restaurants, I generally try to avoid places where I have to cook the food by myself if I can. But luckily these beef strips cook so quickly. When you eat them, they are just so juicy and tender. I could just eat them all day. This is the main street of Otaru. You pretty much see all the tourists in this area and it can get pretty busy. There's heaps of little nifty gift shops and glass figurines. You have to make sure you check out all the ice sculptures around the place. So we had to try the sushi train. If you want that authentic sushi experience, that's what you do when you go to Japan, I guess. Here's someone trying to avoid being followed by the camera. The sushi train restaurant was pretty good. They seemed to be quite short-staffed, so we had to wait for 10 minutes before we could sit down because although the restaurant wasn't full, they were only using certain sections of the restaurant. The sushi was really good quality and they had all kinds of varieties like crab, kingfish, tuna, prawns, and of course oyster sushi, which I'd never had before. I get warned that the wasabi is very spicy right here, but I forgot almost instantly. We ordered a lot of food actually, but at the end the total was only 3,800 yen. And in Otaru you have to try one of these 3 beers. I haven't really seen them anywhere else. There's an organization that is preparing all the candles and snow sculptures you see on the street. They seem to work really hard because it looks pretty good. We got back to the hotel and the room was pretty tight. There wasn't a lot of space, but it was very clean and tidy, so that was okay. It didn't bother us too much because we were out exploring most of the time and just came back to the room to crash at night. We chose this hotel in particular because it has its very own hot spring. At night from 9:30 to 11 you can get a complimentary half-sized ramen. The restaurant is right next to the entrance of the hot springs. We obviously couldn't take any photos inside, but they had large inside baths and a sauna. My favourite part was the outside area where you can feel the winter air while you're chilling in a hot bath. After the hot spring, you go into a room across the hall to get a free ice block from the freezer. There are also some vending machines where you can buy drinks and even some world-class milk. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.